switch. Make that switch to Werner Kia.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We're at Werner Kia's podcast every Friday. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, right here at 2755 West Tennessee Street. Got my guy with me, as always. He's going to let you know about EVs. Today we're going to talk about electric vehicles, the performance, everything electric vehicle. All right, so let's get into it. This is the new thing going on right now about people converting from gas to EV. What are some of the models that Kia offers as EVs?
Especially when it comes to models, I can definitely tell you right now that the Nero's been making a lot of progress for years.
Okay.
In reality, we can say them. We had a year where the Kia Soul was an EV.
Okay.
Which was pretty awesome, and now we've got the EV6, and then some models to come in the near future.
Okay. So let's talk about the ones that are actually available today. Out of the ones that you mentioned, which ones do you see people gravitating more towards?
Now, it's going to be more so an even toss-up between the Nero EV and the EV6.
Okay.
It's all about the driver. What
I'm
are
a
their
fan of an
preferences?
EV6 myself.
Oh, yeah?
But I like the Nero too, but I'm a fan of the EV6. I really like the EV6. I think it's just because of the color matte combination that I've seen
Oh, yeah.
on the EV6s. I think that's kind of my thing. So if you're out there looking for an EV, make sure you come to Werner Kia. Limited charging station. Let's talk about the charging situation. A lot of people are fearful of getting an EV and then having to worry about pulling over every 20 minutes to get a charge or not holding a charge for a long time on longer road trips. Let's talk about the charging station and the charging situations with the EVs.
Well, especially when it comes to EVs, it's a more developing thing, especially charging station-wise.
Right.
But think about it to like when you had to go get a map anyways, and you had to figure out which turn you had to do on the highway. As long as you're smart about your trip and your destination, the charging stations will be along the way.
Okay. What about maintenance? This is the big thing about EV vehicles. Was a big push where you don't need a lot of maintenance. You don't need gas. You don't need oil changes, right? Let's expound on that a little bit more as far as the upkeep of an EV. What are some service things that you have to do? What things like that?
Well, especially with it still got tires on the vehicle, not oil anymore. So that's a good thing. But you'll be doing normal tire rotations, stuff like that. Just keeping up with the general things, updates on your cars. All new cars have updates, whether it's come in and do the update or not. And it's so hard to talk about because there's like not even that much to talk about. it's like yeah, you're gonna come in and do this.
It's an EV, right?
Yeah.
What are some of the main considerations when someone's looking to purchase an electric vehicle? What are some of the key components?
I definitely would say on a personal scale.
Okay.
Are you going to be driving in town most of the time or out of town a lot of the time?
Okay. That's a big deciding factor.
Yeah, because these cars have a kinetic, especially when you do your braking.
Okay.
They use kinetic braking with as soon as you start hitting on them, that friction is going to be able to help bring some of that juice coming back into the car.
Okay.
Now, where do you think you're braking more, though? The highway or
streets, right? So you mean like a lot of stop and go as you're driving. Okay. Can they bring it here to get service? EVs?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Same way as treating a normal car, set an appointment in advance to make it easiest for you and your time and your family, and we'll take care of the rest.
Any new marketing developments with electric vehicles as a whole and Kia's versions?
In
any market developments? Anything that's coming up? Any new developments with electric vehicles?
Well, we got the EV9 coming out.
Okay.
Go to Kia.com's website. Check them out.
Okay.
They've got the EV9. A year ago, all they could show you was the outside. It's literally like the same size of a Telluride.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So a bigger vehicle.
So it's gonna be a way bigger vehicle. They finally did some stuff recently for it for some conventions that did pass by.
Okay.
And that's pretty much going to be the hottest new thing, and we're ready to see how it comes through.
What about charging? What's the average charge time for a vehicle? Does it like a fast charge, a trickle charge? How does that work?
So there's going to be different levels of charging.
Okay.
There's the one you can get at your house. Go ahead, get installed and everything, and hey, you plug it up when you get home and you drive it off when you wake up.
Okay.
There's other ones, of course, just like you see on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Now, those ones can be your fast chargers, and it's really just dependent on that model.
Okay. Okay. Any final recommendations about electrical vehicles?
I would definitely say this.
Sorry.
Huh?
Electric vehicles. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Electrical vehicles. Especially when it comes down to it. I mean, just ask the right questions, look at all the info, and see if it's going to really fit your lifestyle or not. You know, at the end of the day, people now more than ever are buying cars for the long haul.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Nobody wants to spend that kind of money and not keep it for a long time. So when you come here to Werner Kia, we'll ask you the right questions and make sure it's the right vehicle for you.
Come on down. Come check them out. 2755 West Tennessee Street. Or if you can't get down here, visit them online at wernerkia.com. Come see any one of the sales representatives. They'll be more than happy to help you take you on a test drive and get you in the vehicle of your choice today.
Whoa, make that switch to Werner Kia.